What's up, guys? It's They Coming, and I'm back for a war recap with the Boston Tea Party. We had a really rough war recently against a clan called Austral, and we did everything that we were supposed to do. We did everything right. Our nines cleaned up really nicely. Actually, more than one of our nines was able to hit up on a 9.5 and get 3 stars. Actually, I had one of those myself. But, you know, unfortunately, when you look at this war map, these top 3 villages were Town Hall 11s, and we only had Town Hall 10s at the top. It was obviously an engineered scenario. Town Hall 11s that don't, one of them did not have an eagle, but still, it definitely looked like a mismatch defensively. And unfortunately, in more competitive wars, when this happens, it really comes down to the top villages. And I'm not trying to throw shade on this clan. They definitely had some very great attacks. Obviously, they had a perfect war against us, but we just didn't have that additional firepower at the top to even have a chance at securing a victory against some Town Hall 11 bases with our Town Hall 10 offense. So that being said, good war to these guys. You know, they couldn't control the matchup that was handed to us. So let's get right into some of these attacks, because we did have some really good ones. You're gonna notice that a lot of these attacks are Laloons today. This is just sort of where the meta is going, and a lot of our Town Hall 10s are starting to get with this air meta, because that is what is working with the triples at a more consistent rate. So let's see. Eric Kiefer going in on number 3. He's bringing the Gobo Lalo, and his entry just got some beautiful value. He's a Town Hall 10 attacking a Town Hall 10.5, so he does have the Town Hall 11 defenses, minus Infernos and an Eagle Artillery. So this is still a very difficult task for Town Hall 10. Even without the Infernos, these point defenses for Town Hall 11, as you can see, are cooking these golems here. So the golem is already dead. The kill squad is not even in the base. But, you know, he's going to march right up here with these bowlers. He's got a really great funnel created. He drops the jump. The CC's about to come out in just a second right now. He's got a rage down. He's got the poison down. And his king and his queen are going to step up. He's going to get the king, the enemy queen, the CC. All of it's gone right on the entry. He's still got his bowlers doing some work. He's able to take out 2 air defenses pretty easily. Meanwhile, he started his Lalo. The first hound gets just evaporated by those air traps. Really fast. Boom, boom, boom. And then he's got his Lalo coming in. He's got plenty of loons. He's got his 3rd hound coming in. And they're just going to sit on top of this air defense. All he's got to do is make it to this air defense in time and take it out. And this base is pretty cooked. Meanwhile, his queen still has the ability, but he kind of messes up here, man. He gets her into position. I guess he forgot that he had the ability in hand. Or maybe he was hoping that he could get some kind of pop on these hounds, which would help him clean up. But I think having the queen for cleanup would have been a little bit better. I think he honestly just missed the ability, you know, because I was watching that being like, dude, you've got no spells. There's literally nothing else to deploy that would help. How'd you miss the ability? Anyways, he's got plenty of cleanup. He's got some bowlers over here that'll eventually beat through some walls and help on this ring. He's got the loons over here. And let's just 4x it. Just cleaning up. Nice job, Eric Kiefer, taking out the 10.5. Sweet. Let's move on to the next attack. We've got Charizard going in on number 4 with a Go Vaho. This is Town Hall 10 versus 9.5. Now, when we talk about, say Charizard was a 9.5 hitting a 9.5. On my channel, I'm going to refer to it as a Town Hall 10 hitting a Town Hall 9.5 always, regardless of who the attacker is, simply because the offense is Town Hall 10 offense. So the first comment will be the Town Hall versus the defense that the person is hitting. So here goes Charizard on number 4 with a Go Vaho. And this is my preferred strategy versus the Town Hall 9.5. He gets a really great queen charge here. His spell composition and his spell usage, I think, was a little bit off, but we can talk about that as we get into the raid. As you can see, he's got the uprated archer towers, the cannons, and I think his wizard towers are still Town Hall 9 wizard towers. He's also got the air defenses. So anyways, he gets really nice entry, sneaks these wall breakers in right before those mortars take him out. And he's got the queen charge going on. He's got that rage. And here comes the CC, under fire from numerous point defenses. Gonna easily handle this CC with the use of a poison spell and a rage. Queen is going to be fine. She's gonna step up, take out the mortar, take out the archer tower. And he's starting his Govaho from the bottom left side of the base. So he's got some wizards to help funnel that. And, just using minimal wizards. He doesn't need to create that big of a funnel because he's actually going to break in on this archer tower here. And then, once that golem redirects to go in, he's waiting, he's waiting, he's waiting. Then he drops his Valkyries and his king. Now, this is where I think the attack could have been a little bit better. His spell usage, I was watching it and I was like, First, he drops his heal way too shallow. He could have dropped that heal touching that Expo up there, which would have protected against some splash from that wizard tower. Also, the Valks stop on this wall. Meanwhile, he's got a jump, a rage, and a heal. He drops the jump late. He drops the heal late. He drops the rage. He could have easily just dropped that jump much, much sooner. He ends up losing several Valkyries that kind of cripple his attack. Meanwhile, his CC Hog Riders did get hit some unfortunate springs on their entry. But, the queen is still alive, doing just perfect. The king is doing some tanking. Those Hog Riders are going to jump in, take that archer tower, and there's really only 2-point defenses left. He's got a wizard working the ring. This base is cooked. Good job to Charizard, man. My preferred spell composition for this attack against a 9.5 is 1 rage if I'm using a queen walk, 2 jump, and 2 heal, just to keep those Valkyries moving through a base. And of course, I'm using my Hog Rider to support the compartments that I want the Valkyries to sort of miss as they truck through. Anyways, still got it done. Good job to Charizard. Just watch that spell usage, man. All right, so let's move down to Black Plague going on number 5. It's going to be another Gobo Lalo. I think we got a few of these, actually. So he's bringing his baby dragons in here to set this funnel pretty nicely. This has a great entry, and I want you to notice his queen placement when he ends up dropping her. His queen actually kind of funnels herself. If he dropped the queen in a different spot, the queen probably would have gone to the right. But he drops her up on this army camp. She's going to step up to that collector and then walk in. If he dropped the queen like directly in the center, she probably would have gone over here and walked. But he gets a really nice sort of self funnel on her and drops the jump, has the poison down for the CC, the rage on that queen. Queen's going to do some nice work here. And unfortunately, she does end up walking. You're going to see she's going to dip out here and go for that collector. But it's okay. He's got that golem in there doing some great tanking. And his lucky bowlers, you'll watch, they are going to actually end up skipping some rocks off this town hall. Watch this, guys. This is funny. He's going to skip some rocks off this town hall and end up getting this air defense on the skip. Really great job here. Excellent work. This air defense is also nearly cooked. Both hounds are barely dead, so this is looking really great for a Laloon. You want the hounds to pop. So hounds are going to come in here. Each one is going to pop very nicely. The queen is still up doing some cleanup work. And, just wrecked. Let's go ahead and 2x this. All the defenses are down. The king is the only thing that would defend, and he can't attack these air troops. So this is GG, 4x. Great job to Black Plague, good plan, really great queen placement on your entry. Can't really help if she walked on you, but it actually ended up benefiting you in the long run, having her on the outside sort of clean some of those extra structures. Good job. Now we're going to see Raptor going in on number 8. Now I had to show this base because this was actually one of the bases that was in my range, I guess, on the map, and I honestly had no idea how to attack it, primarily because I haven't really broken in to get air attacks, and I haven't practiced to where I can do an air attack. So for a ground attacker, this was a really difficult base to dissect, and I looked at it and I was like, nah, we're not going to attack this base. We're just not. And for good reason. I mean, how would you attack this if you're a ground attacker? So I was really confused looking at it, and I just decided, let's let another clanmate handle this. He's got 2 golems. You know, he's got only 2 or 3 point defenses hammering on these golems. So these golems are going to, you know, take a nice slow roll to where we get a nice funnel for these golems, the king and the queen, to walk right into this space. Really, really nice funnel here. That jump though, look, he's going right after these 2 air defenses. The other thing that was really sexy about this attack was how he got this nice quadrant carved out. He was just very patient with his funnel. He gets a nice quadrant carved out for this Laloon. He gets 2 ADs, and this is exactly what you want for a Laloon. You want to get a nice quadrant carved, and if you can do that, pathing for your Laloon is super, super simple and very, very easy. So at this point, you know, he really should just he should have deployed his Laloon a little bit sooner, because his queen was going to die. I think he wasted maybe like 5 seconds, but he still smashes it. Gets the first hound in there. These loons are a little bit slow, sort of catching up to this AD. He loses 1 hound pretty quickly, but he's got those lava pups to help start cleaning up on the back end. Gets another rage down. They're gonna sweep in. He's got some loons just coming in surgically from all these different angles, trying to collapse on this final air defense. And once this air defense goes down, this is pretty much it. I mean, he's out of spells, but you know, nothing's gonna hurt these several loons that he has left. He still has 2 in the bag after those 2 that he just dropped, and you know, he's just looking to sort of slowly close in on these remaining defenses. All he's got to worry about is that archer tower, and he's got too many loons for that to even be an issue. So good job to Raptor. Let's 4x it, taking down this base that I was, you know, maybe supposed to hit, but you know, 8v8. This is in your neighborhood too, bud. Good job, man. Excellent value on your kill squad. Let's back out and let's go to our last attack of the recap. This is going to be Butler going in on number 11. Now this is a Queen Walk Laloon, and this is kind of a fail win. His plan was solid, but his king ends up kind of screwing him here, and he still pulls it off. So up on this top left side, you're going to see 2 baby dragons come down. They are going to be setting a funnel for a Queen Walk to go in really nicely. He's got some minions also to help set this funnel. An archer, you know, basically just as cheaply as possible, setting this funnel for his Queen Walk. He wants his queen to sort of march into this moat and go straight in, you know, very nicely, very easily, and take out, I believe, 2 of these air defenses. So he gets her down, he gets the rage down, necessary to keep her alive. CC comes out. Oh, surprise Tesla, he's got to get that AD, he gets it. He's already lost 1 of his healers, but he's got a rage and a double poison. Those loons won't even touch the queen. The CC will be dealt with. Here's what screws him, right? He drops his king right here. And in a second, he's gonna pop the ability, and the healers will then switch to the king. And this is so unfortunate. I don't understand why they preferred the king. The king had more health. And so 1 rage is wasted. So what's he gonna do now? He's sort of thinking, okay, let's just drop the Laloon. Let's just stick with the plan. He's coming in from this 3 o'clock position, and he's gonna go clockwise around the space. He loses the first hound relatively quickly. That's okay. He's got the pups to start cleaning up, and he's got plenty of loons, right? So the loons are all rushing in. He's got 2 ADs left. He's got 2 hounds up. That first hound is gonna go down kind of fast. That's okay. Loons smartly go over and take out that AD, boom, boom. And he's got 1 hound parked over the last air defense. This is cooked. Now, this part I was a little bit disappointed with. He should have waited here, because that air sweeper is gonna fight these loons. They are not going to get a single shot off. Maybe a drop. No, not even a drop. He wasted 2 loons by dropping them so early. He needed this kill squad up here of loons, not a kill squad of loons, but this pack of loons with the hound to make it all the way up there for those loons to have any value. He should have saved those for cleanup, because those loons would have taken that quadrant. So, you know, he essentially swags one balloon. Really, he swagged 3 balloons, because those 2 loons didn't do anything. And this base is cooked. He smartly deploys a minion down here for the sake of time, because the king couldn't get it. Great job to Butler 3. He's a new guy for us. really happy to be seeing some of these new guys come up and start smashing bases. Anyways, congratulations to the Boston Tea Party for putting up a fight against a clan that we, unfortunately matchmaking didn't really give us a chance to win. And also a good game to Austral. They were a stand-up clan. They did put up good attacks. Can't throw too much shade on that. So congratulations to them as well. And be looking forward to doing some more recaps pretty soon for Boston Tea Party and Jericho Rising. Take care. See you later.